Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. You are watching Lady Jade Tarot, okay? And today we are going to do a update on DDG and Halle Bailey. So, we know what just happened. Halle Bailey is not playing. She's been quiet ever since DDG has come out and blasted her for not letting him see his son when he wants and whatever. She's been silent. Okay, a lot of people have been suspecting that she's silent because she's building a case on him. And sure enough, she was building a case because she filed for restraining order, also sole custody, only monitored visitations, and monitored phone calls. Yeah, wow. So she is going hard. So we don't know what happened behind the scenes as to why she's being so drastic in her approach. But let's have a look at how DDG feels, how she is feeling. If we can see something that happened that sparked her to not even want him around the child. I know in my previous reading it showed that she doesn't think he's a good father. He thinks he's a good father. Can you tell me what is the current energy of DDG? What's the current energy of DDG? How does DDG feel after getting the notification that he might lose his son, lose visitations, get a restraining order, all that stuff? How does he feel? Page of Wands. Either he thinks she's a spoiled brat, or he is a spoiled brat. So in my previous readings, it showed previous readings about their relationship. I would say that the issue that he had with Halle is that she was a spoiled brat. Like, she wanted everything to go her way. If she didn't, she would throw tantrums. And she expected everything to go her way. And it was kind of like a little sister energy where, like, think Tamar Braxton, like how she would go to extremes to get, you know, things to go her way, or to people to see her way, or to be a victim.
Relationship, I think I have anxious attachment style. Everybody knows I'm an Aries, I'm a fire sign. I get very passionate. I seem nice online and innocent and everything, but you guys do not know. I will go to battle with my yelling, with my words, everything. I'm good at that, right? And if I gotta yell or check anyone, that's what I gotta do. That's just the way I be.
Clap back or sit back. I always have to choose clap back. I'm sorry. I'm a very kind person, but if somebody pokes at me or the people that I love, it's over for you. I'm an Aries. Sorry.
Never have I ever started drama with my boyfriend for no reason.
Put it down.
I you know. I'm territorial. I'm a jealous girlfriend. I'm a territorial girlfriend. Where you go, who are you with? That's me.
I am nosy, number one. And number two, I like drama.
Okay, so that could be him seeing her as this is typical of her. Eight of Wands is like, oh, this escalated quickly. This escalated quickly. He's hoping that, you know, it can, because you can, just like Kiki Palmer, she took back a lot of the things that she did. He probably thinks that this will happen too. Like, she's just being like what she typically does, throws a tantrum, goes to the extreme. Nine of Cups. Why is that coming out? Dreams coming true? Why is that coming out? I wonder if he feels like finally she's being exposed. Like, why does he think she's, I don't know. He thinks she's being exposed. Yeah. He thinks she's gonna look bad in the end. Like he's been saying that she's trying to keep him away from his son, that she's making it hard for him, and this is like a way that everybody sees that he's not lying. Like, you know how people say that, like, Halle wasn't lying, but it was like, I'm not lying either. She is making it difficult for me to see my son. Look how far she's gone. I'm just going off of what he's saying. I don't mean I agree. The Devil card pops out. Toxic. That's just toxicity, y'all. And I think this is a dynamic of their relationship. Like, every time I had a, reading about them, they were always this toxic ass couple. Like, always narcissistic and codependent. And for me, when people are in a narcissistic and codependent relationship, they switch roles. Sometimes one can be narcissistic today and the other will be codependent, and then tomorrow the one that was acting codependent turned out to be a narcissist. And they interchange roles in a codependent and narcissistic relationship. Nine of Wands is just feeling like we are never coming back from this. Like, this is never gonna, it's getting worse. Six of Swords, 10 of Cups, unhappy family, broken family. Okay, that's kind of like, I just feel like he feels like this is what I've been going through behind the scenes. This is what has been frustrating me. This has me freaking pissed off and escalates me to this extent, because look at what I have to go through. Like, I get the feeling that she acts like I don't know how to take care of my son. I don't know what to do with my son. Like, everything, she wants to police everything I do, everywhere I go. If I have my son, everything has to go her way. When she has the son, she thinks that she knows what she's doing and no one should have to regulate her, but she wants to regulate everything I do, and this is the proof that I'm telling you guys, okay? So he feels like it's just an unfair, she's just being completely unfair. How does Halle Bailey feel? How does Halle Bailey feel about DDG and why she had to file a restraining order and sole custody? The creatives come out. It's about manifestation. It's about being powerful. It's about having influence. The Lover's card. I get the impression that she is probably trying to get into another relationship, or she wants to prepare for that in her life. She wants a partner if she doesn't already have one. And I think that she knows that as long as she keeps the door open with DDG, like, she's never going to be able to properly have a relationship, properly have anything, because he's going to do all these things to mess with her life. So she has to, in order for her to manifest her future, whether it be with business, love, whatever, she has to get that part of her life under control. He keeps on saying every time she goes to any event, he has to comment. If he goes to watch a movie, he has to say her name and Halo's name. And it's just like, why do you keep calling her name? We're done. Like, oh my God. Seven of Wands is defending herself. Defending herself from allegations and whatnot. And some people may look at you like, girl, you're doing too much, okay? But for her, it's like, it's necessary to protect herself. 10 of Cups, unhappy family, broken family, called off engagement, called off marriage. The Devil card, I feel like she feels like he is like, this is like a soul tie. Like, she is bound to this man, like, in a toxic way. And she wants him out of her life. But since this is like on the deck, Devil card is up, right? There's not even a budge that he's leaving her life, that he's losing control. There's no budge. Knight of Pentacles, that's, working for money, looking, trying to build up your career, build up your money. And then 9 of Swords is the stress of it all. She wanting that stress to go away, wanting it to be less of a burden. Page of Swords, it's like she wants the pettiness to go away and to have better communication. But it's like a lot of pettiness, y'all, in this relationship. Lots of petty, and he's very petty. Ace of Pentacles is feeling unstable financially, not feeling secure. So in my other reading, it talks about how she doesn't want him to sabotage her career the way he did before. And I feel like she also doesn't want to sabotage her relationship. If she has a current relationship or a future relationship, she doesn't want that to be sabotaged. And so she's taking action to make sure that he doesn't have the power to destroy her life the way he did before. She's trying to make what she did wrong right this time. Taking it seriously instead of excusing him. Okay? So, will she gain sole custody of the kid? You know what I'm getting, guys? a guy like DDG, you have to go that extreme. Have you ever had somebody like that thinks that everything is a sign that you want to be with them and you still want to be with them? I think that's him. So she has to go that hard for him to realize, I don't want you. Stop taking everything as a sign. And then when he realizes that they're not going to get back together, he gets upset because he thought that was a sign. So it goes, King of Wands is a father figure, supportive guy. I see the father in life. Five of Cups is walking away, walking away. Losing. Emperor, that's also a father. In my opinion, the Emperor is like a distant father. Four of Pentacles, letting go of things you can't control. Hanged Woman. Three of Wands is, distant. So I feel like she is going to succeed at getting him, making sure he doesn't have, like, she's going to have sole custody. Because look, he's at a distance. So I believe she will get her sole custody. She will get sole custody of the child. But just know that because she has sole custody and he does not, it will free him up to be able to be, to be able to do more with his career, because he doesn't have to be tied down by a baby. So yes, it's a win for her, but it can be seen as a win for him. Allegedly, okay? Will Halle and DDG get on better terms in the future? The Fool card. I feel like one person wants the person, the other person doesn't, and I think that's the biggest problem, him still wanting her. I feel like if he didn't want her and he just focused on being a parent, I think it would work, because she doesn't want him back, but he wants her back. So it's one person, he's always, if she gives him an inch, and let's say the last time he went to her house, if she let him sit downstairs like he asked, to him that's a little win. That means she wants me, right? And so she has to be extra stern, and that pisses him off because he's looking for that little inch so he can say, yeah, she does, she's going to come back to me. So instead of trying to see that it's over and just be a co-parent, he's still trying to get her back. It's nothing else is coming up. I don't think so. He's not going to stop wanting to have more with her. He's not going to want to stop, which I think makes no sense, because he did an interview and he said that she cheated on him while they were broken up. Yeah, she cheated on him while they were broken up, meaning she didn't cheat on him. And I'm sure cheating to him meant hanging out with a guy, not having sex with a guy, not kissing a guy, but going on one little date with a guy, talking on the phone with a guy. She cheated on me while we were on a break. They got back together, and when he found out that she entertained another guy during their breakup, he said that he just started cheating on her nonstop, which, mind you, he's been cheating on her. So I've been showing the card that he's been cheating on her. So he basically justified him actually cheating on her during the relationship by saying that she cheated on him while they were broken up. Yeah. How does Halo feel? I would love to know how Halo feels. How does Halo feel? Two of Swords reverse. I feel like he has one parent that he prefers more than the other. He has a solid favorite parent, okay? The Sun card reverse. Just doesn't see that this is going to work out between them. And I know it's weird, I'm doing a baby, but babies have feelings, They probably can't communicate with words, but the feelings are there, The Devil. Sees them as toxic. Wants them to end. Put the nail in the coffin on each other. Okay. Halo has spoken, okay? What does Chloe think about what happened? What does Chloe think? 10 of Swands. She feels like, finally, some of the burden has gotten off of her shoulder, A lot of stress has been happening behind the scenes, and she feels like this is a relief. 10 of Pentacles. I feel like she feels like they can start building their empire again. She and her sister can start working together again, having a family business, family empire, like, you know what I'm saying? 6 of Wands. She feels like it's a lot of bad press. Like, maybe he's given her a lot of bad press or standing out in the press for all the wrong reasons. 4 of Cups is like, coming out. I feel like she feels like her sister's coming out of the brain fog she was in. Like her sister was just like ignoring everything, ignoring all the signs. Like, girl, wake up. And she feels like her sister finally is seeing clearly. She feels like it's a stress relief. Four of Pentacles, that there's some controlling behavior that's being, you let go. Like he needs to let go. He needs to let go of her. And then I'm gonna ask, what does Beyonce think about? I saw that Jay-Z gave DDG a bottle of Ace of Spades, but he put a note in it, and the note, like when DDG was reading the note, he looked like, and I wonder if he said something. Anyway, I'm gonna ask, what does Beyonce think about what happened with Strength card reverse? That's like that Halle needs to be strong. Halle needs to be strong, but she's in a vulnerable position. She probably feels like Halle has been moving very weak, and she needs to become stronger. It's bad. It's bad for her image. Bad for her image. 3 of Wands. She feels like her wings are clipped because of how he's tainted her image. And of Cups, I feel like she feels like it's gonna mess up her career and her career path and what she's, what her dreams are, what she wants to accomplish. I just feel like she just feels like she became unmarketable. She became unmarketable after this thing with DDG. Like, you put yourself in a weak position to be put on. Hello. Did Jay-Z threaten DDG? Did Jay-Z threaten DDG? Ten of Pentacles is family business, family empire. 5 of Pentacles. Ooh, that's like, I can take it all away. I can take all that away. Yes, he technically did. He basically was like, allegedly, that, yeah, I see you have a lot of things going on. I can take that away from you. I mean, he did it to Chris Brown. He could do it again, okay? Allegedly. Anyways, what is the future for Halle Bailey? Will she be successful despite the image tainting of DDG? The Star reverse. That's like, you are going to be in the spotlight, but you're going to be in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. So I feel like he's still going to be damaging her reputation. 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, having options. Having options, but you need to be more selective. Don't just pick anything. Queen of Pentacles is a social climber. Being more strategic when you're climbing, being a social butterfly. She's going to be in more places. She's going to make, rub hands with the right people. She's going to be way more strategic. Y'all. The Creatix reverse. That could be her trying to do everything to get herself out of the situation, but that it will not work out for her. Because the manipulation on her is so heavy that, it's going to be hard for her to actually land the way she should have landed. 5 of Swords, that's defeat. Oh, my. 9 of Swords, reverse. That man was hell-bent on making sure she didn't climb too far. And everybody was saying it. And it's just like, but I saw equal amounts of people telling her to ignore all the single, bitter women and be with your good man. So I feel like, it wasn't just people warning her, it was people telling her to ignore the haters and how cute they look. And I saw somebody say, like, people, please stop falling in love with the looks of a couple. Like, that is so true. Why are people like, they look good together? That don't mean they are good together. Stop falling in love with the image of a couple. Like, be for real. I feel like she's not going to take off the way she wants to take off. Because he's tainted her image. And so she's going to try to rub elbows. She's going to try to get into those spaces, but it's just not going to land because she's already has this tainted image that she would have not tainted had he not tried to do that. And he's going to, I feel like he's going to be happy that, yeah, bitch, you fuck with my shit and now I fuck with your career. You can't even go far, bitch. Like, I just feel that, like, yeah, I got you on that, bitch. Yeah. Like, I'm going to ask about his career. What's going to happen to DDG's career after this restraining order? Knight of Cups. That's him trying to go on dates and him trying to find another romantic partner. Queen of Swords. I feel that's his mother. I did say in another reading a long time ago that his mother gives bad advice. Knight of Swords is, you have to be careful with destiny swappers, y'all. This Knight of Pentacles, building up his coins. Page of Wands. I feel like he's gonna use another relationship to get on. Girl, Page of Pentacles. I don't see nothing about his opportunities being Seven of Cups. Him having options, good options too. Pentacles, money. I don't see him suffering for what's, you know, for this. I don't see him suffering at all. I see that he's going to find another girlfriend. That girlfriend is going, and he's going to use that girlfriend to put him on and revamp his image and go look for more money, because he feels like, you know, that's what he wanted to do with Halle. But I feel like Halle was running off from him. Like, I feel like he wanted to do things together with Halle, and Halle was trying to like be ahead of him, and it made him jealous, because it's like, you know, we're supposed to do these things together. We're supposed to be put on together, and you didn't really try to put me on like I thought you would. Like, I feel like I thought that I would put you on and you would put me on. We will all, like, I feel like he feels like that's what I did for my family. Like, my family, like, I put on and I put all my family on. And I expected you, that when you were going places, I feel like I had to beg you for that shit. And I'm pissed off about that. And you wanted to just run off into the sunset and compete. He feels like she was competing with him. And she was competing with him and trying to beat him, instead of like trying to bring him on, and he had to like beg to go to these places, and he kept looking like a loser instead of her, you know, really making him look like somebody. But y'all, you guys have to be careful with destiny swappers. I see the same type of man that DDG is. I see that in ASAP Rocky. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. I see it loud and clear. And also Blueface. Okay. The thing about these women, they have a lot of Pisces energy in their chart. And Pisces are delusional in love. Delusional. Will lie to themselves, lie to others, create a picture perfect world that is not real. And then one day they have to wake up and smell the coffee. So I like Rihanna's a Pisces. Halle has a lot of Pisces placement. Krishan's a Pisces. What else? Yeah, Pisces placements that are delusional when they're in love. Delusional. Okay? But speaking more on Rihanna, because I feel more connected to Rihanna. I feel like they're similar. Rihanna and Halle. Halle is, I think she's a rising Pisces or moon in Pisces or something. And Rihanna is a rising Aries, and she's a Pisces, okay? And I feel like they have similar qualities. And they both picked up men who cannot handle a strong woman, or they want to coat ride on the strong woman, but they want to, when they can't live up to the hype of her, they try to bring her down by using embarrassment. Because what these men do, if they can't control you with cheating on you, because that's what they do first, they'll cheat on you, so you could doubt yourself and doubt how much of a good catch that you are. And that if that doesn't work, then they'll probably embarrass you in public, embarrass you in the press, try to sabotage your image, okay, to kind of bring you down. And when that all doesn't work, then they put their hands on you to try to put control back or make you realize that you're not above me, right? That's what I see in Rihanna as well. I don't care what anybody says, because all of the people who's been saying, yeah, they're cute together, oh, y'all been wrong about every last one of these relationships, every last one of them that y'all was sitting here hyping up and telling people to stop listening to, people warning them. You guys are wrong, dead wrong. I see Rihanna so bad. Rihanna, this is you in a couple years. If not by next year. Embarrassing. And I feel like both Halle and Rihanna grew up in toxic households where they witness abuse. And it's sad to see that they repeated the cycle by trying to create a family with another abuser, A$AP Rocky is no better than Chris Brown. Okay? No better. Okay? So it just hurts my heart. It hurts my heart. I'm glad that she got out of the situation, but the truth is, Beyonce is right. She sees that her wings are clipped. You got a child very early. Like, Beyonce got her first child at like, what, 30? You got your first child at 23. And this is when you were at the peak of your career. You chose to have a child. You chose to tie yourself. Like, Beyonce didn't even really claim Jay-Z until, like, I don't know how long. And he didn't really claim her. Like, but everybody knew they were together. They tried to keep it separately. And, you know, both. And she waited till she was married. Like, I gotta give her props. I gotta give Beyonce props for that. She planned that out perfectly. I'm not trying to say her husband is the best thing ever, but there's a lot of things that, you know, at least she was with a guy that made more money than her, and she could make money off of him. At least she made him sign a prenup that gave her $5 million per child and whatever. At least she did a postnup that made sure that if they divorced, that she walks away with her own everything that all her own assets, because she was aware that she was about to become a billionaire. Okay, and he's now falling. He is now falling, losing money, and she's not making more money than ever. And she made him sign a prenup that if they divorce, that she walks away with whatever she has, and he walks away with whatever he has. She's not freaking dumb. At least when it comes to business. Okay? She's going to make sure she benefits one way or the other. And I just think these girls didn't think about, how does this man benefit you? How does A$AP Rocky benefit Rihanna? How does DDG benefit you? I can't even count Krishan, because at least Blueface benefited her. It's beneficial for her, so she's okay. But Halle and Rihanna, what is the benefit? Dick and pillow talk? That is not a smart move. Okay, that's not a smart move. And Rihanna, she became a billionaire not off of dumbass A$AP Rocky, but because of the Saudi billionaire that invested in her company and got her up there. Okay, at least she benefited heavily from that relationship, only to turn around and run into the arms of a man who can't do anything for you at all. You can't even say, if he play you like a dog, you can't even say you're gonna walk away with anything but kids. And not only that, guys, kids slow you down. I don't care what anybody says, kids slow you down. And at least Rihanna became a billionaire before she had kids, and she waited a little while. But Halle, girl, you had a kid before you even launched. And kids slow you down, especially since she's so protective of her kid. So she's not even going to have, and then you're going to have Chloe that's going to be want to make sure she has a babysitter, because she seems that she's very overprotective of her child and wants her child cared a certain way. So she's going to want to do it herself, and she is going to slow herself down. Okay, so it's almost like a wash for her career, and almost a wash for her sister's career, because her sister's going to have to pick up the slack to take care of her sister and take care of her new nephew. So it's a lot, and it really is, y'all. It really is a clipped wing situation. But I do think she's gonna get some, she's gonna get some success. She's just not gonna peak the way she peaked with Little Mermaid. She could have capitalized off of that, but DDG brought her capital down. And a lot of men, they bring your capital down by impregnating you. He's like, oh, who would want her? She's pregnant. Who would want her? She's not this. She's not that. These types of men, they want to take down your value. Just like A$AP, he wants to take down Rihanna's value, because they don't have shit to offer except for drama and dick. Oh my God. Anyways, guys, I'm so disappointed. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy my reading. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm leaving this rant in because I don't care. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about, because I had to rant on that. I am so sorry. I had to rant on that, because I just can't believe she let this man, and he's gonna walk away with money. Destiny swap. Oh God. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about the situation below. Peace.